Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zaman from AGC. Today I would like to present about interventions. Let me start with interventions for sensory problems. Abnormal sensory processing, which includes oral hypersensitivity, can cause significant issues with oral feeding. Children with oral hypersensitivity regularly react negatively to touch near or within the mouth. Oral hypersensitivity is also common among the children who have received extensive medical attentions, which may include intubation, oral suctioning, and more, which that can affect the sensory system development. The child's sensory system becomes defensive due to early feeding issues such as swallowing issues and more which they experience in infancy. Oral hypersensitivity also can be common among the children with development and neurological conditions such as autism, cerebral palsy, and more. Children who experience longer periods of non-oral feeding may exhibit oral hypersensitivity signs. Okay, in order to address these issues, interventionists have developed gradual oral sensory explorations through play and positive experiences. Children might even tolerate greater sensory input if the task is under child control and provided in the context of encouraging and enriching appropriate tasks. Interventionists also may give access to textured objects and joyfully encourage the child to explore them with hands, face, and mouth, and also may engage the child in songs or games to motivate the self-directed touch to the face. And children may also gradually accept the therapist directed touch with firm pressure and is first apply on a body, which include arms and shoulders, before moving to touch near the face. And a wide range of tools can be applied to provide mouth stimulations, which involves a glove finger, a warm cloth, washcloth, and a tight child toothbrush, and more. Children with mature oral motor skills may enjoy whistles, bubbles, and more to improve oral sensory problems. During the feeding sessions, interventionists slowly introduce new flavors and textures. Children also may improve their oral feeding skills when interventionists made slight modifications to their current preferred foods to advance the child's sensory sense, such as thickening the food, changing the food temperature, and more. And children who frequently overstuff their mouths while eating may need foods that are cut into small pieces, verbal prompts, or supervision for safety reasons. Now coming to the neuromuscular interventions for oral motor impairments. A large number of children shows oral motor impairment which can affect the feeding skills development. And children with these problems also may exhibit oral motor problems when they show delayed transition from a bottle to a cup and more. And interventionists address this issue by implementing oral motor tasks within an overall intervention plan to build up strength and coordination of functional oral feeding skills development. And the task should involve food to assimilate taste receptors and facilitate the combination of both sensory and motor skills for an effective response. And jaw weaknesses is mostly common among the children with oral feeding problems. Interventionists may aid the jaw strength with a wide range of non-nutritive tasks which include sustained biting and more before the food texture introduction, and nutritive tasks which include biting a food encased in a mesh pouch and more. And children with neuromuscular problems may have strong patterns of abnormal oral movement, which includes tonic bite, which is an action where a child bites forcefully in response to stimulus and has ensuing difficulty in relaxing the jaw. And interventionists will assist the child into neck flexion with proper trunk and shoulder support, which causes this pattern reduction. That poor trunk and head control also can cause tonic bite. That's why I have to do that. And then children with neuromuscular issues may show immature alternating tongue movement during feeding and more, such as then interventionists also may engage the child in tasks that aid tongue movement, such as encouraging the child to lick lollipops at the mouth corner and inside the cheek and more. And the data which reports the competency of motor oral motor intervention is extremely limited. However, several authors suggest that oral motor interventions is a crucial important factor of a worldwide treatment approach for children with feeding issues. Now coming to the behavioral interventions. Children who have a long-term medical conditions such as food allergies and more may feel uncomfortable when eating and subsequently will develop the food refusal behavior. And children who gag with textured foods may not have enough sensory skills to manage this feeding task. And behavioral power struggles may continue to develop during meal times. In most of these cases, interventionists may need to add behavioral treatment strategies within a comprehensive intervention plan to promote successful oral feeding advancement. And also they may should encourage parents to offer several small bites during several meal times to give the child enough time to adjust to the new taste. And also, interventionists should also have a relaxed and confident attitude during oral feeding tasks. And also, they may even offer a choice during a task which can help the child to have a sense of control and arouses the interest of the child to participate during mealtime. When implementing behavioral strategies, it is very important to determine a proper form of reinforcement for the child's positive behaviors. Interventionists can give clear expectations and divide the task into small, achievable steps. And when the expectations are small and achievable, the child has a chance to feel the praise for participation and success. And consistent success with a task should be achieved before increasing the demand. When behavioral strategies are implemented with continuous advancement of new skills, positive reinforcement, and clear expectations, the child learns to trust the interventionist, and the negative behavior may reduce very fast in frequency and intensity. And it is common for children with feeding issues to feel negative behaviors when trying new oral feeding tasks. The negative behaviors may consist of crying, pushing the spoon away, and many more. Children may sometimes cough, show gag reflex, and more when trying new oral feeding activities. And when interventionists or parents react strongly to these activities and quickly finish the task, the child may begin to show the above mentioned behaviors, like as I said earlier, like cough and gag reflex and more. And they will show that regularly at the meal commencement as the quickest way to escape the demand. And several researchers have promoted the use of differential attention during meal times, where positive reinforcement is mixed with ignoring to boost moral intake. And another research also proved that positive reinforcement and frequent exposure to non-preferred foods actually enhance the oral consumption and self-feeding skills. An interventionist also may recommend the use of visual schedule to assist the child clearly and to understand when the task is finished, and rather than having the parents to finish the meal when the child's behavior is intensified. This task clear end may also assist the child transition from the new task back to their regular feeding routine. And thank you very much for listening, and hope to see you soon.